making an egg today, but this is going to be one of, so I'm just using a small chicken egg. This is going to be one of the $25 eggs that I sell, or that I'm going to start selling soon. So I'm basically going to just be showing you how I make them. So the $25 ones are not cut, sorry, trying to get it in the camera, not cut or anything. They're just like plain egg with like paint on it, or you could put a decal or something. I'm not putting decals, but it could have one on it. So that's a stand I'll be using as well. So I'm just going to sit it on there for a minute. So this egg has already been blown and everything. So basically, we're going to be making it a silver egg. This is the stand. I'll show you guys all the stuff that I'm going to be using. Let me actually just clean the lens really quick, now that I have the thing on. So this is the little stand that we'll be using. Let's see if it'll focus. It's like I don't know what you'd call this, but yes, it's got, yeah, that's the one we're using. And the decorations for the top of the egg will be just some, let's pick them all up, some flowers, some gold, like just some different shapes and sized flowers. There's a lot of different ones here. So these are all the flowers. Don't know whether it's going to focus or not. There we go. So I'm using all these different flowers. I'll just move this so it's more into there. So I'm going to be making the egg silver. I don't actually have any silver paint, but I actually like to use this. It is a paint pen, or a paint texter. In my personal opinion, these tend to look a lot nicer because they tend to come in more more of a chroma color. Like silver paints, I don't necessarily like the extremely glossy finish, and most come glossy. So this is actually another one that I've already made, and that's like the finish you get. I'm not sure if it's going to focus on that or not. But that's kind of the finish that you get, which I actually like. So we're making one similar to this. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to fast forward through like actually putting the paint on the egg, and then yeah, so we'll get started on that, and then I'll show you the next step after that. So it is done being painted. That's in silver now. There we go. And it's very quick to dry, except for the top bit. It dries pretty quick. That paint pen sort of thing, which means that we can keep going very quickly afterwards. Which is one of the things that makes it good as a $25 egg, because it's quick and easy to make, which makes it like more. Like I can make them cheaper. Oh, just for reference, it's a bit wobbly because I do have my board propped up on a little box thingy to make it higher and closer to the camera, because this is as close to each other as I could get them. So I'm just going to leave that where it is actually. So now we're going to use araldite to glue the egg to the stand. I'm trying to find a flatter spot. So I'm going to glue it together, and then I'm going to start putting all of the things on, and I'll show you how I do all that to keep them on while they're drying and stuff. So fast forward through while I glue it all together as well. So alright, so that is just setting and everything now. So I'm just going to quickly run through how I actually get the flowers attached. Like, obviously they're very small and the egg is not flat, so it makes it very hard to glue things onto it. So my tactic is to usually use little bits of blue tack to actually like hold them in place. Not sure if anyone else that makes eggs does it like that, but I find it a really easy way. So when I do them, I will be using little blobs of blue tack to just kind of glue, like to hold the flowers in place. So I usually just roll it into like a long piece like that, and actually like put it on an angle, obviously because I don't want it to touch the glue, so I can't put it underneath or anything like that. So you've got to kind of angle it away from the glue. So when we get to that bit, that's how I'll basically be holding them on while I glue them all on. So that's how it'll be done. Okay, so the egg is now dry enough to use. So basically what I'm going to do is actually going to use the hole the way the egg was blown out to my advantage, and actually use it to place the first flower in. So this is the first one I'll be using. It will focus. That's the first one I'll be using because it's got like the leaves and stuff and it's bigger, so I'm going to actually place it in there like that, so it will have, everything else will have a good anchor point. So it's just going to go in the hole, and then I'll be able to like blue tack the other ones to this one to kind of work them onto it. So fast forwarding through this until we get to the next flower. I'm going to try and attach another couple of flowers now, even though that one's only just been put on. So what I'm going to do is grab my blue tack. So I'm going to actually put the glue on the back of this flower. Yeah. Sorry you guys can't really see this too well. I'm actually just going to place the flower down and then put some blue tack somewhere. Basically use it like a shelf. That's essentially what the blue tack is for. So now that one's on there, drying. That's going to be drying for a few minutes. So you just leave that and then I'll be back. Alright, so I'm going to start gluing the other flowers on now. So this is where we're at. So we've got 2 flowers on there. So I'm just going to start, I don't have any specific order I'm putting them in on. I'm just going to start placing them where I think they look nice. So I do have a second one, that like of the same one that's already on there. One thing I do like to do is not put these next to each other. So I like them in different spots away from each other because I just think that looks better. So yeah, I'll fast forward through it, but you guys will see it. So. biggest one in the center. Well, kind of in the center. And this is the stand we used. And yeah, it's pretty simple, but that's kind of the point, and that makes it like that so that it can be sold a little bit cheaper. So this is just going to be one of our $25 range. So an uncut chicken egg that is decorated is basically what our $25 range will be. And then all our eggs kind of go up from there. So the link to the egg page will be in the description, and this egg will be listed eventually. If you guys have any questions, just remember to just leave them in the comments. I'll get back to any that anyone asks. Or you can feel free to actually message us on the page too. Alright, bye guys, see you next time.